Well, if you're gearing up for the NFL's biggest game of the year this weekend, but are still deciding on what to bring to your Super Bowl gathering, no worries. I was in the kitchen helping you whip up some tasty and balanced appetizers that won't kill your healthy diet. Take a look. With the Super Bowl coming up, it's a time to spend some quality time with family watching the game or watching the funny commercials, but it's also a time where you're going to spend some time around the table, around delicious food, and it's also a time where you may overindulge with really rich ingredients like fatty ingredients that you typically think of, dips and nachos. But today in the kitchen we have some options that are a little lighter and also higher in protein and higher in fiber, something that we always talk about in Courtney's kitchen. And so we'll start over here with a fun twist on a classic slider that you would typically have at your Super Bowl gathering, egg witches, if you will. So it's little egg sandwiches, boiled egg, and I'm going to top it with some pepper, but a boiled egg with some guacamole, which has really yummy but also good for you fat that's good for your heart, which is also important for the month of February, and really fun bite-sized option that's going to be high in protein as well that you can bring to your gathering. In the middle, we have nachos, but it's kind of with a twist. So nachos in the middle, and it's got, ground beef and actually corn and black beans as well. So it gives you a little bit more fiber, also really good source of protein. So the chips are actually around the nachos. So you have actually some options. You can use a carrot chip, or you can use a bell pepper chip to dig in, or you can just use a regular corn tortilla chip as well. And that way you're actually prioritizing more fiber and protein instead of it just having chips like it normally is served. You can choose which one, or offer if you're hosting, let your guest choose which chip option that you want to use that may be a little bit healthier or higher in fiber. And then lastly, we've got wings, but actually the meat is cauliflower. So it's a higher fiber source as well. And you would bread it the same way that you would your regular chicken wings. And I actually use the air fryer. So I didn't add any oil or any added fat to the cauliflower wings, and I also topped it with Frank's buffalo sauce, so you get a nice heat with that, or you can do barbecue sauce if you want something a little sweet, and then serve it with a side of ranch. So this season, when you go to your Super Bowl gathering, or if you are hosting, you don't have to completely overdo it or forget about your healthy eating patterns. You can also be a little bit more mindful and balanced with all of these options. This will also be on our website at ktbs.com, all of these recipes. And if you have a question or topic that you would like me to cover right here in Courtney's kitchen, send us an email or send us your question at pressreleases@ktbs.com.